Welcome back. So I'm just getting back into doing videos. I've been sick, then just getting caught up with life after having been sick. I'm going to show you a little haul from Evereve that I ordered from their after Christmas sale. I also, at the end of the video, I think I'm going to sit down and just talk a little bit about what's going on with my channel, what I'm planning for next month. I ordered like 7 things from Evereve. I was going to show them all to you before I sent back the things that I didn't keep, but time just got away from me and I wanted to make sure I got it back in time. The things I was going to show you aren't available anymore, so I didn't, what's the point? I got some good prices though. This is a shirt that I've just been eyeing. I think I've had it on my Pinterest board for a long time. $68 originally, which I probably wouldn't pay. I got it for, I think, 27 or 28. I was sent this shirt in my first Trendsend unboxing. I don't absolutely love the slouchy pocket. It was $39 originally, and I'm just not a $39 t-shirt lady. Marked down to $17. For that, I'm in. And it's a nice fabric. It has a nice drape. And the last thing I picked up, which is going to feed into the conversation we're going to have later, from Alternative Apparel, just a cotton tank. I think it was $13. Marked down from $38, which I would never have paid for this tank. Although I do really like the color. And Alternative Apparel, we'll talk more. Alternative Apparel is one of the more ethical clothing manufacturing companies that's widely available. That's going to be probably a little bit of a focus for me going forward. So all I really wanted to show you with that haul was that Evereve has really good sales. So if you see things on Trendsend unboxing videos that you kind of like, but you don't really feel like paying through the nose for, wait for their sales. I know they had that one after Christmas, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to give you a heads up next time they're having a big sale. Because you don't want to stay on their email list. Ugh. I don't know why I do. So big picture stuff. If you watch Seaweede Starfish and some other YouTubers, it was Desiree's idea, Seaweede Starfish, to start off with. But I've been hearing from a lot of people who do unboxing videos, there's just this sense of like too much is piling up and I'm not using it all. So Desiree, Seaweede Starfish, had this idea to do a no spend February, and I'm totally in on that. No spending on clothing. I need it. I would like to slow my roll a little bit on just getting things in. I had really done a very heavy purge of my closet, like, I want to say it was October, I remember if it was 2015 or 2016, but I just like gutted it. And that was good. I had a lot of stuff in there that I didn't wear anymore, and I did need to replenish a little bit. A little bit. I may have gone a little bit overboard too. And I'm kind of a fan of cheap clothing. I won't hide that. But I also do like to think about the impact the things that I buy have on the world and the people who are making the things. And I don't want you guys to feel like I feel judgy about other people's decisions. I've been a vegetarian for 20 years. I have never in my life talked anyone into being a vegetarian. As a matter of fact, my daughter is a vegetarian. She tells me that I was shoving meat down her throat for about 6 months before I would accept that she wanted to be a vegetarian. So you make your own choices. I want to be able to share with you my choices and my process. Let's also just for a second talk about the whole YouTube demonetization thing, because people can say demonetization. My channel was never big enough to be monetized. I can see where for other people who were monetized or were very close and were maybe thinking that that's a very helpful way for supporting things that you buy to share with your YouTube subscribers. I can see where that really stinks. And I would recommend, I would actually totally support any of the people that I just adore on here. I would totally support you if you decide to start a Patreon. I love Patreon. I love that model of supporting creators. In general, like, I'm a graphic designer. I have been forever. I have a brother who's a writer. Cousin who's a musician, people don't expect to pay for content anymore. That's really hard on creators. I get it. I support just 3 different creators currently on Patreon. I would be happy to support more. And I would definitely, if, you know, my $5 a month and hopefully 20 other people's $5 a month will get you to what you would have gotten in revenue on YouTube, I hope. Anyway, I'm very happy to support you on Patreon, and I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for an alternative stream of revenue. For me personally, I actually feel like it gives me a little more freedom to think about using my channel for the content that I want to share and not really worry. The subscription box videos get more views than just, here, let me talk to you about how to put on a belt, which I'll do it because I like to. Almost a freedom to just be able to share what I want to, and I've met some great people, I feel like, on YouTube, and I will continue to watch their content, and I hope some of them will continue to watch mine. So Desiree recommended a documentary that she had seen called The True Cost, ultimately really about what cheap clothing means to the people who make it and the kind of conditions that they're in, and I'd highly recommend it. It's horrible. It's terrible. You will not enjoy it. I do feel like it maybe gets a little sensational at times, but I'm kind of cynical about that, about documentaries. And I have to give you my personal background, familial background, not even my personal background. My great-great-grandfather, his name was Abraham Bisnow, you can Google him, I don't know. But he was one of the founders of the International Ladies Garment Workers Union. So I've kind of always grown up with the idea that like unions were a thing and you're supposed to respect human labor. So anyway, I really like the idea of bringing a little more mindfulness to my spending and thinking about, what do I need? If I have what I need, I don't need to get more, right? So for the month of February, I'm not going to be doing any hauls or unboxings or anything like that. I do want to focus a little more on how to use what you have. My background, my first job out of college, I worked at a horse magazine. It was very how-to oriented, and my brain works that way. I like to show people how to do things. And I may go a little more into food stuff in February too. I do have one food box coming, which I'm hoping I want to share with you because I got it last time and there was a dish in it that was such a dud that I decided, if you don't have anything nice to say. But I've loved that box in the past, so I'm just hoping that one dish is a dud. If I like everything in this box, I'll share it with you. We can talk, and I will give you a heads up about which sauce you won't want to eat. Getting a little chatty. I knew I would today. I have a tendency to buy cheap clothing, and I know sometimes that means clothing that's being made by people who are being paid very poorly. And I think if you start to think about the impact of the decisions you're making, do I need it? Do I need it at that cost? Really? Yeah. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this or not, but I just ordered some stuff from Sense of Style. I actually had a credit with them because I bought a dress from them that didn't fit. And on their clothing, like a lot of it that comes in is it's made in the US, which doesn't mean 100% like that, oh, it's the greenest thing in the world, and oh, the people have appropriate health care and birth control covered by their employer health, you know. I don't need to get into the politics of that, but you know what I mean. A lot of what I've gotten from them has been made in the US. And I had a dress that I returned because I didn't like the material, I didn't like the fit. And they only do exchanges, so I had store credit. So I picked up 2 tops, and I'm not going to show you them on because you're going to ask me if I'm pregnant. They're both size medium. They're enormous, both of them. This one's made in China, which is, I feel like, I don't know. A lot of things are made in China. Who knows? On the human rights front, who knows? This bad boy, this enormous, ill-fitting, not going to work on me anyway, because The shoulders kind of fit fine. I don't know that I would size down, but it has this peplum thing. I don't know. I could have worn it all through my pregnancies and never stretched it out. The thing that's very weird about it, so, you can see. Yeah, all right. I'll just do the rest of the video through the shirt. It's very cheap. And it's also the bottom hem. Well, the bottom is not hemmed. It's like a raw. I can't remember what I paid for it. It wasn't a lot, but I don't need that in my life. And also what I really don't need in my life is that it's made in Cambodia. Watch the documentary. You won't be able to bring yourself to buy something that was made in Cambodia after watching the video. So that's going back, which is starting this whole other process because I have gotten some t-shirts from them. I've worn them in other videos. Like the baseball t-shirts that I wear all the time are district made. And they actually, I'm kind of working out for myself what's going to be acceptable to buy. And that'll be evolving, I'm sure. But for things like t-shirts, there are several manufacturers. Bella and Canvas makes a lot of the t-shirts that actually you'll see. If you buy shirts on Etsy, a lot of times that's what they're using for what's called a blank. That's just the plain t-shirt before they put the lettering on it. And Alternative Apparel is another brand. I actually fell in love with the t-shirt that I was seeing everywhere on Etsy with stupid sayings on it. And I didn't want the stupid sayings. I actually was like, I just like the shirt. It's put away in my summer clothing right now. I can't show it to you. But I really liked it. And I found it on Amazon with no writing. And I was like, that's actually what I want. I don't want it. Stuff. But that's from Alternative Apparel, who I would say their greater commitment is to environmental protection. They also do have some claims and some awareness about the way the factory workers are treated that make their products. So that's good. It's going to be evolving. I feel like for me at this point, if you Google the name of a company and social responsibility and stuff comes up that looks like they're trying, I feel like maybe that's going to be good enough for me for now, which won't help me a lot with self-control for next month because Nordstrom, especially their house brands, their private label stuff, BP, Halogen, Caslon, Nordstrom does make efforts to make sure the manufacturers that they're working with do treat their employees ethically. Some of these websites, you look at it and you think, well, let's think about what ethical is. Because if half of your statement about how you treat people ethically is about how you prevent child labor, I'm glad you're preventing child labor. Don't get me wrong. But that is like necessary but not sufficient. I don't know. Next month, I'm not going to be buying any new clothing. I actually have a pair of pants coming from Everlane that I think are going to come today, but I don't think I'm going to have time to get the video. We're going to spin, which is why I didn't do my hair. Look like they're very ethically produced and they're $68. I've also been dying to find a decent pair, a really good pair of like a light wash jean. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. Actually, I do know why I'm obsessed with that. Because they look great on the actress who plays Jessica Jones. Not that I look anything like her, and why am I blanking on her name, but Kristen something. Can't look it up on my phone, I'm recording. And of course she has like great black moto boots to wear with them. And deep breath. We're not just in search of the boots to go with them. So that's Everlane, and they make a lot of claims about their environmental concern and their concerns about treating people ethically. I do think as I am coming out of the no spend, I think that's going to be my focus, is that things that I bring in that I can buy that have been produced ethically, I will. Which doesn't mean buy more things that are produced ethically to feel better about the pants from Bangladesh that are in my closet. Not really. Not trying to go that way. It's complicated. It's confusing. It's going to be a process. I'm really looking forward to hearing what other people are going through. I'll link Seaweede Starfish's video below. Be nice to her though. Be nice to me, but I don't care. I'm a mom of teenagers. Say whatever you want. You can't scare me. So that's where I am right now. Just wanted to share a little bit. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe below. See you soon.